Hey everyone, your girl will be the start of my next video. This is obviously after my video that's uploading now gets up. I was gonna go swimming today, but I forgot my contacts. I wasn't gonna wear them today. So I'm probably gonna go swimming later this week. I just did some more work for my gram. Dropped off some packages and stuff here for her. So now I'm gonna go to the stream. We'll see if, just a little bit, very little bit further south is enough. And then hopefully I can do my first time fully under. I actually have to check out the date on that. I actually think it was really, really close to this time last year for my first time completely under. So hopefully, where I was for freeze your tits off, right? I know I shouldn't have said that in a church. Where I was for freeze your good old girlies off. Hopefully that location is good and I can go fully under and there'll be a decent current there and really get swimming. So, and show you guys how good I did. I know obviously you guys saw, like, I pretty much kept up with it with just one arm in Florida. And then after about 10 seconds, I just kind of gave up and I was like, what is going on? So, don't use all your energy, right? Like one of my goals. So I didn't use all my energy, and then, okay, I thought somebody was in there. Weird. So anyhow, guys, like I said, don't use all your energy. And then I started floating backwards, but you guys saw how quickly I got to the corner then. I actually saw that video got like 1.1 thousand views, which was amazing. Very happy and very grateful for all of that too. Also, my snorkeling at Key West got like 2,300. I was like, oh my gosh. The last video that I just uploaded was over 100. My paddleboard permit check. So I'm so very excited. Obviously my last day in Miami's, or 4 through 6, is at like 70. I am actually going to post those videos maybe here at the end, depending on the length of time, or maybe at the start of my next video then. I have to post the full videos of those. I don't know why they turned out the way they did, but they're definitely better if you watch the whole video. I don't know why they shrunk them like that. That was so weird. I never really had it do that before. Obviously, I did only have YouTube one time age restrict my video, my doubleheader bikini, which obviously never made sense to me. So I guess that was kind of not 100% true, what I said in my last video. I've never had anything censored. I mean, it wasn't like censored, like they didn't, say, oh my God, there's too much cleavage, right? Like they didn't say any of that. But they didn't really say why they age restricted it for me. But anyhow, guys, without further ado, let's go test this stream. And then if it's not good, I'll just do a quick video, maybe a couple quick pictures, and then get home. Obviously my macaroni salad is, like all the flavors are soaking in. So I'm probably not going to have that tonight. And also I didn't have a picnic today, because of my, I didn't have a picnic today because of the birds, the robins, which it looked like she was trying to get them out again. So I just let her do her thing, but tomorrow's a picnic for sure. And a little, maybe the photo review tomorrow. And then, obviously I have work on Tuesday night, so probably won't want to do it Tuesday night, but if there's enough time, I can get to my house tour before work, guys. So anyhow, guys, talk to you later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I never shared this last year, but you can see how full it is anyhow. So anyhow, guys, you can see I was all ready. I'm very bummed. So instead of wearing old shoes, I will be wearing just those flip-flops. But you guys can see I was all ready, especially after how bad, it did my hair right before I left. I did not want that to happen again. So I was definitely ready, and everything, but unfortunately I wasn't ready on the eyes, which is the most important part. So anyhow, guys, gonna put on these flip-flops here, head on down, and hopefully I can get under with you guys. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So here it is, up close and more personal. You guys can see, you can't see, these are the only rocks. And then that's it. So, but I know that little hole that I was in doesn't have any rocks, so I should be good. But without further ado, just so I don't drop anything, I'm going to put my phone. I probably should have grabbed my waterproof case thing that I had, but I'm gonna make sure I cross this safely without dropping, so that's what I'm gonna go do. So just give me a minute, guys. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So it's literally 3:14. I made that last video at 3:08. Then obviously I have to walk and maneuver in and out of all of the pines. Let me see. You guys can see right over there is where I was coming. Well, no, not the brown. There we go. Right there. That's where I was coming down from. Guys, here I am. I'm finally near. The stream is definitely much, much higher. And what are the odds, like I said again, that I noticed I noticed something that my friend and I were doing. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Motorcycle in there. There's all these like flies. But anyhow, guys, this will be the area. Yeah, and you guys, well, let me go back to 1. There we go. You guys can see right over there is that log that I was on last year. Sadly, oh no, it's still right there where it needs to be. And here's this log, great for getting, you know, the phone in a good location. So, definitely looking good, guys. So I'll go in there and try to hop on in. It might take a little bit, but I'll get it. Yeah, so here we go, guys. Slow but steady journey, but we're getting it. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So you know when they start to do the fields, that means it's time to bring in any clothes that you have, especially at this time of year, even though it just recently started raining, because yeah, this stuff will get very dirty. And this is my new binky along those points. So anyhow, guys, talk to you later. Hey everyone, your girl Liz. Make sure I don't film my neighbors really well. So anyhow, guys, coming to today, it was just rather cloudy once I got home at around 11. Obviously now it's much nicer, so the clouds have since left. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my classic picnic. Obviously yesterday, as everyone can see, I made my, obviously I did just do a couple short films, so was very excited in making this. Obviously I put a lot of mayonnaise in, but I'm obviously going to have to use a lot more today even. So let me get out. You guys can obviously see this is the full one that I haven't been using, and obviously it's pretty, oh gosh, good. Gosh, guys, that looks so wrong. So anyhow, guys, you can see I used a lot, but I meant to use a lot more. I did have a spray. Oh, duh. I had it setting out for my sandwich. Don't know why I didn't. So obviously then tomorrow you guys get to see all of this. But anyhow, you guys can see I'm gonna have my apple, so fruit, macaroni salad, and a cheeseburger. You can't beat that, guys. And then obviously my cheese I have to set out. So I'm gonna go ahead here. You guys will see this whole tray of stuff tomorrow. But obviously this is the big bowls that I use for this. And I also know I shared before on my page about, you know, it's not usually good to know, or obsess at least, right, about others unless they're your partner. But obviously I have on my purple thongs too. So nice classic purple. And oh no, these aren't the red ones, so they don't have the tear in the back. But it's definitely nice. Definitely have to watch it way down in there. Make sure there's nothing spills down the couple inches on the sides. There's no spilling out. I had to blur a couple things in my video yesterday because of it. You know, some little small spillage and stuff. So we don't want any of that, guys. All right, so what I always do is I stir it around a little bit, and then I just add the mayonnaise and then just stir it in the bowl. And then we can go out and get my classic. I might do a film and then just speed it up, testing my skills, getting better until July. My coworker was gonna mop the floor my last shift. I don't know why I said the other night. And she said floor, and I was like, oh, Florida. And she's like, you know, like, what's wrong? You must have had a blast out there if you're go right to that. And then I told her that I would make a Floridian state of mind. She really liked that. A Floridian state of mind. And obviously I tried to, you know. Let me bring you guys down here. Good. And set this right in front, so we don't have that issue going on, guys. There we go. Let's try this, guys. See, and sometimes I get too much. No, I'm doing pretty good, guys. Look at it. All right, there's this. All right, guys. Look, I got way down in there, so we're good. We'll take a first big bite. Uh-oh, guys. Flip you around with me. That is not a good sign, guys. Okay, is it coming from in here? Oh. Okay, guys, give me one quick second. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I know what I'm gonna have to do. Add some pellets. Alright, guys, so like I said, go ahead and add this burger here. Oh, guys, look at it. Oh. Look at this. Now it died in there. I don't have any sticks or anything. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could use this broom. Kind of shove it down in there. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So look, you guys can see I got it all stocked up now. But it looks like the flame died. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down again. Yeah, you can see how much it dropped temperature. And I will add this here in about 10 minutes, as everyone can see. But as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and do my first little mini come along with me, and here we go. Geez, everybody's mowing around me today. It's like 5 different mowers. It's crazy. Alright guys, there we go. It'll be perfect. Nice. Oh. Anyhow, just watch it, like I said, with coming up like that and being real especially standing back up like that too. You don't want any of that. Not very ladylike, guys. So anyhow, guys, we'll go ahead and wait for this to warm back up and get this going. I'm gonna finish some exercise while that's waiting. Okay, thank gosh. Holy cow, guys. I literally, these flames, I literally just missed it again. Like my furnace. Oh gosh, wait, oh my god. And there was literally, guys, so many flames. There we go. So I finally got it back on. And if you guys were wondering, it was the people that I have to in my yard until I leave, that were here. So anyhow, guys, any minute now and I can sit down with you guys and do my little picnic and then eat and then get to my photo book review, because I've got up to about 10,200 now, right? I don't know, my watch isn't working. It's around 10,200, guys. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so here I am ready for my ordinary picnic. Anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so 39 minutes left, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And it looks like with 39 minutes left, it looks like I'm gonna have to upload my video. And there was just 3 Reese's cups in this, so I'm not gonna even attempt, honestly. Just put that back away. Hey everyone, your girl is here, 6:21. I am beyond excited again. I woke up at like 5:30, obviously, and I just slept in 30 minutes. About 10 minutes ago, right before I made my bed, I got pictures again of the month after Super Lush Life Saturday, that is. I'm just so excited. Sadly my second home got flooded, so not very excited about that though. But I'm gonna go ahead and make a little mini egg video here this morning with you guys, and then my video will start here pretty soon with my standouts, my photo book review. And depending on how long all these videos are, this will all be together. And it'll just be a standout review, a second photo book via computer, and then house tour. So that'll be the title of this video. So obviously everybody probably does this. They just bring over the trash can, so you can just pop them right on in. Ooh. One time I had one just completely all come off. It was crazy. I think I have to be careful with my... Look guys, 2 perfectly at the same spot. You don't get to do that much. I know I didn't do that whenever I was cracking my eggs. Oh my gosh guys, 3 in a row. Holy cow. Alright, so go ahead and put this away. And today I definitely have to get my, let me show you guys, my root beer floats. I definitely have to get to them today. I'll probably get to it as I'm doing my video with you guys, so, let's come on in here. So obviously just get out your pan and everybody knows pretty much the rest of the process. Here we go. So I just move these over here, and then you get out your knife. Everybody knows how to make scrambled eggs, I'm sure. So it's a nice little mini video. You guys can see how excited I am.
You can just see it all over, guys. Alright guys, here we go. And you guys can see how good my stomach is doing. I'm definitely getting there. So definitely gonna, I will have milk today. I still do have some orange juice in here. And I specifically didn't use it yesterday. Just because I didn't want to stop after work. And you guys will see that'll come up today in my video for the standouts. But anyhow, I'm actually going to have my full cup here in orange juice. And then I'm going to flip-flop it and have this be milk. But also don't prevent yourself from getting your daily, you know, needs and all of that. So because of how warm this is, and I want to have a bagel with peanut butter this morning as well, let me do, so I always use these utensils, so just do those, and then I always go out and put out my toaster, so give me 1 second to speed up this little part of the video. Alright, so then I also always get out my plate. So I get out my plate, and then this is obviously for the bagel itself. And yes, I do eat eggs with a spoon, so I just go take these over as well. And then you guys will see in my house tour today also, I have a little small spot where I can keep the bagels for easy access. So you guys also see that too. So anyhow guys, I'm going to go ahead and pour this, put this back in the fridge. Whoa! I'm going to have to drink just a little bit extra. I feel so cute. Alright guys, so I'll start my eggs here and then I'll be right back with you guys. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so I have to be really careful because I have some stuff out. There we go. Everyone can see, obviously, it is now, I got a lot of exercise. I don't know why my phone thing isn't cooperating, why it went to there. But anyhow guys, it's around 8:15, I have 5,500. So that should be good to have at least 6,000 before work, and 10:30 to 2 today. So I'm going to take my computer out with you guys. Obviously I'm going to have to cut the film because there's, you know, my important information hanging out, and obviously my purse is all ready too. But anyhow, if you guys are wondering, I'm going to do my medication minder when I get home. Obviously, there it is. I always set out the extra pills and just put them in. Obviously pills for the rest of the day always sit there. But without further ado, I'm going to get this out there with you guys. And then depending on the length of this video, well, you guys will see here in a couple minutes. So just disregard what I just said. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So it's now 8:39, as everyone can see. So I brushed my teeth, obviously. I just made all my videos. I'm sorry, I went through these photos. And I know exactly when and where I need to start and stop each video. And, you know, photos viewing and the slides up to when. Obviously just respecting my privacy a little bit because I do name these and all of that. Very excited to get to that here in just a minute. And then you guys, you know, I feel like this is the appropriate, and you guys know this too. You guys know how there's videos where it shows like a person, what the camera sees, like looking forward, and then what they see. So it's like a split video. You know, with all the progress that I've made and I've shown it, I feel like it's inappropriate. Like I'm going to accept the setback, so to say, as far as my goals, and not have a, you know, something filming my facial expressions and all of that, and then actually show the videos. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I kind of want to make it quicker though, just because obviously there's so many photos, and I want to make sure that I can have time for my house review and house tour, and I'm not really sure how long that video will be, but I kind of want to have all three of these in a part. So I'm going to do these, and then I'm going to get a couple things briefly around and set out differently to get ready to go to work, because I did pick up a shift. And then I can, yeah, I can go with you guys. So anyhow, guys, without further ado, let's get to it. So these are blue jays that I've taken. These are 2 female cardinals. Obviously, you guys can see a blue jay. This, guys, is literally, you guys can see I named it, the best cardinal photo ever. Absolutely, guys. Look at this. And obviously the black squirrel everyone has seen. This is obviously the blood moon. Obviously this was a moon set blood moon, which was kind of cool. Bluebirds. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna go through and test my skills. Obviously I've done blurs before, but I'm just gonna actually go through these guys with you. A blue heron. Like I said, these are all that aren't printed out. This one's a little bit blurry, but good enough for me. You can see like each frame, ready? Like there he goes, then he tries to bite. He closes his beak and then he bites down again. It's kind of cool, honestly. I really like that one. That one's cute. He's really pretty. A bluebird. This is obviously the female. This is the male. Beautiful markings on him. And there he was, guys. He went down into the feeder. But again, there was just too much traffic for him, so he didn't come down through. Obviously, butterflies. Another cardinal. I have lots of cardinals. These are hikes. Obviously, you guys have already seen these. And I like how I, you know, see, and then I went down and shot up like that. So it's like a big pool. Obviously, a mini waterfall. Chipmunks. You guys didn't see these either. This is the corn, doing the corn. A nice little deer hidden off, way off in the distance. Another deer. Bluebirds, obviously the police helicopter. This is a big, big hawk here. The moonbow that I got. And these are really, really cool. They look like ornaments and harps and all of that. Especially this one here. This is definitely... The other one is ornaments and harps, but this was just... This is obviously the moon. And you guys can see I did that transition. This is obviously last year, right before the eclipse. I got super, super excited about this. Obviously, another moon bow. I see so many of those. There's the Orioles. This is obviously the 4th of July last year. I don't know why those are the only photos that I had. Well, I did a lot more with my phone, but you can see not many people patriotic. There was one girl that had like a flag she was carrying behind her. That one was really cool. I'll just show that. Okay, and now that I stopped right at sunset because there was a couple personal photos of the first responders right outside my house before the helicopter. Now we can move on to the moon bow, or the... And these photos, guys, are just something else. Oh, that's obviously just... And then... Alright, guys, after another little mini short skip of a couple photos that were also kind of personal, here is the fawn that I have, female cardinal. This is the first Oriole of the year. So let's go down here to first Oriole of the year. And let's see. That was on 5/5, guys, as everyone can see. So really, you know, it's really not that much. And obviously they weren't personal. I don't know why I said personal. It's just, that one. Yeah, see, these are the, you know, the helicopter and all of that. And then the fall pictures, I mean, they're not really personal, but I just don't really... That's not the purpose of this. This is more like the nature side. You can see there's another one. They're very pretty, guys. Very, very pretty. Flowers. Oh, look, the ghost chicken. That one was funny. And then the goldfinch. Obviously, that freaking groundhogs. Oh my gosh. And you guys already saw those hawks, I think. This hawk photo. That's like perfect, guys. I'll have to blur a couple of these. There's the hummingbird. A couple of those were on my property, so I'll have to... So now that I went through, and I had to cut out a couple different parts, and blur a couple parts because they were, pretty identifying, that pretty much concludes, about halfway down, the hawks. Obviously this indigo bunting you guys see, right? Hang on. The indigo bunting. Obviously I have that in my room. And again, I'm going to have to blur this little part here. But you guys can see that pretty much concludes all of them. Does it show the items down here? Yeah, 454. And you guys can see there we go. So the groundhog is standing, and obviously you can see all of the how far down we are. So that pretty much concludes it. So I'm going to do a fast forward now of the, oh, let me see, maybe not, no. See, I thought this was a questionable mixed Oriole, because they also have the yellow ones. I don't know why it shows it like that, that's weird. Oh, but hey, that's kind of cool though too. You guys can see. I wish I should have done it like this. I have no idea how I got it like that though. Let me just flip you around. I can't do it right. Oh my gosh, guys. You know, I should have just done this from the start, honestly. The point is pretty much the end of it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to end this film now and get up the solar eclipse. I'm going to do it in fast forward. Also, you know, you guys can put your own music to it. I did have my own music. But, you know, I'll let you guys kind of do that yourselves. It's only like 10 minutes, so I might not. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to end this film, like I said, get working on, or I might actually, to show how I do it a little bit, I might honestly just watch this whole video through and just blur the different parts and not crop them out. It's obviously more time at the end, but probably not, honestly, guys. I'll probably just crop them out. But definitely another time I can do that, because after I saw, you know, the people working and then calling in Life Flight, I ended for a minute, and then I waited until I got to the blood moon and I spoke. So I just basically say what I did, because then it's easier for you to know how to transition, you know, and just cut all of that out. Which again is less editing time and less time to get the videos up, and you're still living it up. So anyhow, guys, let me get to this and then I'll talk to you guys soon. Just a minute. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I finally watched only to about 3.5 minutes of my film. So what I'm gonna do is, obviously it starts off with a religious song. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and pause it once that, you know, after the first minute. And then also it reaches the best part of the song right as soon as the sun reaches over. But just because it is, you know, that kind of song, I'm not really gonna, you know, play it and all of that. Nothing wrong at all with religion and, you know, yeah, but I just don't want to put it on out there. So you guys will get my own little talking to, and then I don't know if there's a way, you know, I'm sure you guys could record me and then just mute your computer, and then enjoy this however you wanted to enjoy it. So I'm kind of also going to do that. And then without further ado, guys, this is a really, really good film. As soon as the sun reaches over, guess what? It's up at 100%. Well, it's not, it's as maxed as it could be, which I think that day it was like 80%. So get ready, guys. This is going to be awesome. See, so there I zoom in on it. And the guy even said, geez, I'm so happy that I was able to, you know, I never thought I would have, you know, got to see it peak between both and then max out. See, so here it comes. You can obviously see the mountain there. This is actually where I was yesterday. Like I said, there was more planning with this one for sure. The one in Scranton was just, you know,
a spur of the moment one. So I'm doing my best to record it good there. And obviously, sadly, I did see some of the photos from March. This last March, or this March, my apologies. And obviously, if I was at a different place in, well, I mean, it would have to be the hemisphere, honestly. Because again, this is a cosmic scale, right? Like I can't go, you know, I would probably have to go, would it be southwest? Would it be towards the west to have it come up with this, like right in line with this, to get the devil horns? I don't know. But there it is, guys. Look at it. Come on. And this was my first real time that I ever really noticed how slow the moon really does move. It seems so slow and yet so small at the same time. You can see the moon is hardly moving, guys. Here, I'll get really close to it and show you guys. See? It's so slow, guys. Guys, there's about the gist of it. I will fast forward now through the end. But do you see how slow it is? It's like so slow. Watching it just be like, oh my gosh, like that's a cosmic scale for you guys. Here we go. There we go. Look, you can see it better now. Do you see? And again, this is what? 8:12. Here, I'll just do 8:12 to 9:12 so you guys can see. All right, so you ready? So 8:12 and 9:12. That's it. That's all the more that it is, guys. And then obviously the rest of those clouds then. And then that was pretty much it. So definitely, and as soon as it rose above the other clouds, you had to have on your glasses because it was just... So anyhow, guys, without further ado, there's my second, needed photo review with you guys. So I'm going to go back to my room now and do my standouts with you guys. And then once I get home today from work around 2:30, in between there, I'm going to go ahead and do my house tour. So anyhow, guys, talk to you soon. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So now I am finally back here in my bedroom. I wanted to come on quick and share my standouts. So obviously, the Alpha Central was decent. You can still tell I'm still trying to wake up.
Obviously, I remembered Super Lush Life Saturday last month, and you guys, here, I'll just show my photos now from this morning. Absolutely insane. So anyhow, guys, you guys can see just how insane my photos were. So obviously I was very excited. So I'm still trying to wake up and stretch and all of that. Although it's 10, or I'm sorry, just a little after 9, like 9:15. Same with last video. I started it was 8:30. It was actually 8:15. Not too shabby to only have 15 minutes off for, you know, your knowledge of time, especially with being so excited and reliving last Super Lush Life. So anyhow, guys, just wanted to come on and share. So the Alpha Central was okay. Obviously, his first video, he had, you know, like a woman. It's like, yeah, you know, if you have an OnlyFans, right? Like they're probably gonna, you know, not take your job, like hire you. And whenever she said that it was, you know, a fully clothed bikini, I was like, she knew that she knew that she knew. And she had it come across as that. So, you know, that was kind of crazy. It's like, yeah, you know, it's like a fully clothed bikini, on your Instagram is why they're not letting you. It's like, I don't know about all that. So anyhow, guys, also, you know, those were decent. Obviously, his one of, you know, if this woman's car could run on entitlement, obviously she would never have to buy a new car for just using somebody else's hose at their house. Obviously, the one, you know, with the BMW was also kind of funny, you know, where she was like entitled and was like, no, I want to go on a Hellcat. That was kind of funny. So a couple of those were good. And there's a couple that are kind of hateful towards women, but it's not really that much that I get to, you know, like, uneasy and can't watch the rest of the video. And also, you know, it's towards the end. It was like, yeah, you know, take the number of women or take the number of, men that you've slept with, make them a tower, and then jump off. It's like, what? No, that is so mean. Totally not okay at all. So anyhow, guys, just wanted to share that. Also, I watched the end of Mr. Ballin, and the non-COVID shot, which once it taking care of the guy soon enough, because the guy was angry. It's almost like a two black Cadillacs, but a little bit different. You know, that his brother would get all of the stuff whenever she died. That one was crazy. The leech up in the nose, that kind of scared me, because obviously I go to Florida, right? But I don't think it would happen in Florida. And then, you know, those were good. And then also the, you know, if teen boys were 100% brutally honest, that one was kind of like eye-opening in a different way. Obviously everybody knows that, like, you know, I've said before, like, nothing you say will be beneficial or help me at all. You're basically useless is what you're telling them. Because it's like, you know, if a person makes it to the emergency room and they've overdosed on medical meds and psych meds, I mean, are you just going to watch the person die? It's like, no. If you do, it's a good way to go to jail, get your license revoked, be shut down by the state. And you say, well, I only know how like diabetic meds and like beta blockers interact. I don't know how Abilify or Cymbalta. Obviously, I guess Cymbalta can also be used for blood pressure, I've heard. You know, you get the point, though. It's like something that is strictly a psych med. I guess Abilify would be one of those. Yeah. And I don't remember what Abilify's slogan was. It's been forever since I've seen one of those commercials. But you guys get the point, right? So I kind of thought it was kind of, you know, cool then how they showed gender equality. because they asked the guys, like, do you ever worry about your length, right? I kind of thought that was kind of cool to show the gender equality. Obviously, they had, you know, are you scared of dying? I didn't really understand why that question was on there, but hey, you know, it's, you know, a question that not a lot of people ask. And it's like, again, you have to know somebody for quite some time to have that friend-to-friend conversation and get answers to those burning questions. They're not good right off the bat, like I said, with OF isolation and sex at the park. So that was kind of cool there. Also, do you watch, yeah, that porn, right? Everybody knows. So does ever, you know, that one was kind of eye-opening whenever he said about page 5, from, you know, being like numb to it and desensitized to it. That was kind of strange, how he said that, because for me, obviously everybody knows, like, from a B to an A, well, it's actually alphabetical order. And you have to take C and take the amount of A, B, C, how many numbers, like A is 1, B is 2, 3, and add 3, you know, xylophones, at the end, which does it, there's not many of X words, if you guys get the point. You know, those ones always kind of come up when you simply sign on, which to me is just plain wrong stuff. So it's kind of crazy how, you know, it's debatable, you know, based upon the person's length and distance they have to get to the grocery store. If, you know, if a person who makes all these small trips after work, or a person who just waits until they don't have anything and goes and takes advantage of the deals, or makes do with other things until there is deals. You know, like sometimes like lunch meat, like they might be only like a certain lunch meat, and that's only on sale every couple, you know what I'm getting? So it's debatable if good grocery shoppers enjoy the food that they have, and then they go out of their way, really, in essence, because there's nothing left. So it's not really out of their way, but you get the point. So it's kind of like a cool realization going back to the grocery store stopping that I shared before. So obviously nobody was going to ask. Obviously when a person is honest with that stuff and it's anonymous, they can be, you know, and if you start asking, well, I mean, you know, do you have timestamps for, like, was page 1 just a minute and page 2 was another minute? You know what I'm saying? Then it starts getting, you know, people start to think maybe you don't actually want us to be honest and feel better from being honest and getting it out, because now you're just obsessing about the nitty-gritty of it. So you know what I'm saying? Obviously, again, that again is for situation with a friend and all of that, but for him to say that was kind of crazy, because, you know, and obviously they don't go into great detail. It's like, you know, what positions do you like? How hard is it to find a certain length of time where, you know, you can get ready for what's coming up, you know, better, because that is a certain length of time. Do you know what I'm getting at? I don't want to get too far into it. Obviously, again, I respect my right to have totally normal stuff be normal. But I kind of thought that was kind of crazy how he, you know, brought up the page 5, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, so, yeah, I kind of thought that was weird. But anyhow, guys, you know, I just wanted to share that was kind of crazy. And then obviously the girls were similar but different. Do you ever think there will be gender equality? And I kind of wish that they would have made it like, you know, like more than just 2 minutes after every question. Because, you know, like I said, to kind of like elaborate more. Because I was really surprised when he said that page 5 was because he was like numb and desensitized to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy. Because, you know, again, not not bashing, but my own personal belief with that was, and still is, even though he said that, you know, it's super easy for just plain wrong stuff to be running through, you know, your mind, right? With, you know, me up in, you know, the corner of a wall, right? With ponytail and all of that. You get the point. You know, and it's super hard for just plain wrong, right? You know, with, eating corn, and again, we're using the numbers, right? Eating corn or peas or not really pot pies, but you get the point. Corn, peas, apple without the S. Yeah, well, without the ES, you know, so no vowels in apple, after you're 65. So it's kind of, you know, you guys get the point. You guys get what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of where I was, you know, and obviously, again, everybody knows, like, it's pretty hard to, certain things you just can't fake. Like, you can't fake, being nonverbal autistic, right? Like, you can't fake having Down syndrome. You can't fake certain things. So, you know, you know, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, so you know, you can't fake, you know, if you do have an issue with that, and it's kind of very obvious then. But it's kind of weird, you know, like, I wonder if his would have been reversed then. Like, does he find himself going out of his way at other times? Do you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you know, you enjoy life that you easily forget about it. So you're going out of your way, and then it's even taking time once you go out of your way, for all those obvious reasons, which I'm not going to share. You guys can probably rapid fire yourself. I've maybe shared one or two in this. But again, like my one video, like, I'm not going to directly say if those are the top two or how often does that come up for me that I use those top two, you know, during my times. So anyhow, guys, I kind of thought that was kind of crazy. But it's definitely, obviously very good videos. So without further ado, guys, looks like I have about 20 minutes now, so I can, obviously cut out those little parts of my other video, and obviously, again, that's already been seen. So I have about 20 to 30 minutes, and I could still have under an hour for my house tour. So without further ado, guys, I will get going here. I'll talk to everyone later, and then I'll do my trail cam check, later on today, after my, you know, house tour. So anyhow, and that obviously will be a different video. So anyhow, guys, talk to you later. And if he does by chance, and again, it's not our job to ask and pry, that would be for him and the therapist. But does he consider it negative if he, you know, like for me with normal stuff, right, that I go to a different kind, that might be just the slightest bit, but only do that, you know, once or twice. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of something like that as well. But you know, it's not our job to ask, again, but it would be beneficial probably for him to talk to a therapist and kind of work through that and say, you know, you know, like, explain what goes on for him. Obviously, it's not our job, and this would be like going off the desensitized and all of that. It's not our job to worry about unnormal stuff, which is, you know, what page has the position that you like the longest and the most of, and then kind of branch off what I had just said about, do you consider that negative, or do you consider only 1 or 2 times a week, or 1 or 2 times even a month, and then it might be another full month, because you might do pictures then after that. Like, could you see progress in that kind of thing? You know, just how, you know, there's probably different ways that, you know, people can talk somebody out of suicide. And one of them might be like, you know, do you think that you can see that it's progress, that it's already been 15 minutes? You know, and the average person maybe only takes 30 to fall asleep. So do you think that you can see the progress in that? And I would actually congratulate you for that too, kind of thing. So you know what I'm saying? So, you know, kind of have a therapist help him not feel as negative, and then get to the root of, you know, what was causing that initial, you know, big time downslope, if that makes any sense. So that was kind of cool, guys. Nice little twist that I wanted to share on how you can help somebody but not also be desensitized and situation confused, right? Like I shared 2 videos back, you know, with let's not be desensitized to the situation and know what is and isn't appropriate, versus Chloe Cole and Corinne Slusser.